It's the dreaded recap episode. So, I don't even know how I'm gonna make this thing entertaining. So, I guess we'll see. The episode focuses around Hiromi, at least on an underlying level, as this episode gives us the explainer of Hiromi finally being addressed. That's right, once again being a plug for Dear Gaga. Mr. Lay Down My Life lost his memories, and George comes up with the genius idea to make a film that documents his time with Phoenix in hopes of jogging his memory. They shoot the first bit terribly, and then go through the entire editing process. I feel that. However, since it was Vice being Vice, he made his special all about him. Iki tries to fix Vice's mistake with the logic of an oblivious, non-tech savvy kind of guy, and in short, he just deletes the entire raw file. That sucks. I've had that before too. On accident. Sakura and Daiji, having done their homework, have their cut actually look the role as intended. However, being caught in the fields, Daiji calls out George for being part of the reason for Hiromi's sacrifice. However, George admits that he was under orders from the director of Phoenix regarding that entire matter. It was out of his hands. Vice, being the dumbass that he is, goes ahead and uploads his cut to the internet, even though it's private footage. This is when Toei puts out an official statement directed at the entire Western fanbase of Kamen Rider. See, maybe you wouldn't have to say this shit if y'all actually made official releases yourselves and put them out on our streaming services, say like the day after airing or the week after. You know, it works with anime. So why do you have to be the only one to stay so isolated? But you know what? That was low-hanging fruit that you just had right there for me, Toei, and I went ahead and just took it. So now comes the part where Toei shoots down my entire YouTube channel in 3, 2... Oh, we're still here. Okay, let's go. Back to it. Now Sakura relives the weekend plotline because that can't be edited in since the only footage they have their hands on is Phoenix footage. That's when Tamaki shows up crying about Aguilera, and yeah, this guy had character development. He had character development. And last episode and this episode, they regressed this man so hard. Why? Then George has his own review, and it's a workout tape. It's on brand. He gets more into the more recent details, as well as the Vice stamp handout-a-thons that have been going on recently. Okay, it's important to note that obviously while all of this is going on, the director of Phoenix has been talking to what to me felt like an empty-ass boardroom. But it's the most lines that this guy has had since his initial introduction. So, let's quickly break it down. He gives us the deets on stuff that we already knew as well. Okay, so a little bit more broken down. For example, the Deadmans being the supplement to Phoenix's true purpose. Obviously, we knew that one. Their purpose was really to play the bad guy role, so the good guys have incentive to fight them and in turn, give Gifu all the nutrients he needed. See, thinking about it, wouldn't it have just been better to round up, say a bunch of people, stamp them all, and then give them death by rider kick, one by one? Gifu could have been revived like 27 episodes ago. That's just me? Okay, I guess that's just me. There's new Giftarians on the loose, and these guys got that glow up. Iki and Vice take them down in icy hot fashion, but they gotta bust out the Thunder Gale just to make it work, as these new Giftarians come directly from Gifu. They do them in with showcasing that they can and will use the rolling Vice stamp in conjunction with the Thunder Gale's abilities, which means they remembered about it. So after all is said and done, Sakura goes back to Weekend Base as she's overdue for her own upgrade. Daiji goes back to Phoenix and Ikki stays at the spa. So it's the same ending as last week's episode. The family has split because, well, Gensa and Busan are still out getting milk with the homies. And with the family unit gone, Ikki fades from a photo. Look, they are actually re-acknowledging this plot point, finally? I'm with it. Also, yeah, so this whole time, the director of Phoenix has been talking to Gifu. The whole time. So, recap episodes are the episodes that most of us tend to hate because there's just not much of an advancement when it comes towards the plot. And once again, the semi-stagnation that we've had the last few episodes has just gotten longer. As such, this episode, should I even rate it? It's enough. It's a more light-hearted episode for the most part, but clip shows just do nothing for me. The worth it moment only comes at the end when we get a clear shot of Gifu. So, you know what? Let's take a look at this guy and see what we got. It seems that this guy's got some sort of pocket dimension where he stands like the final boss in a Zelda dungeon, just waiting. All around, we've got these Giftarians still waiting to be sent out. But these are made from the people that he's been absorbing, I guess? Meaning that it might be possible to just bring back all the people that Gifu's ate up until now. Now, wouldn't that be some bullshit? Now that we got a closer look at him, I'm feeling bad for the suit actor. Guy's not going to be able to move around, especially his head, at all. And the fight scenes will probably be the most awkward things ever, unless they just keep doing 3D tentacle attacks. Now, the shot of him in the show had that red filter on it, so we don't get a proper look at this guy. However, it's weird. I mean, this guy's got, blue hair, golden white coloring? Guess we found out where old buddy Turbo Ryuki went right after last week's episode. This man is looking rough. What? Wow. Turbo Ryuki just slapped the shit out of me. Keep my name out your motherfucking mouth. I will. Chill. Alright. While I processed what just happened. Yeah. What y'all feel about this recap episode? Also, Gifu's full form, what do you think? Is the family split the reason for Ikki's disappearance from the photos, as his contract with Vice was to protect his family, but if the family goes their separate ways, well, anyway, that's it for me. Next episode looks like another dud as well, but we'll see. But next week, we also get the next part in Veil, so we at least have that to look forward to. Until next time, bye.